What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be counting down my top 5 bucket list coaster. Now, what is a bucket list coaster to me? Well, that's a ride that, I'm just very unlikely to ride that, I actually want to ride. Now, that being said, most of these are going to be outside of the U.S., except this number 5 spot. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Alright, coming at the number 5 spot is the ride that it looks like Knott's would rather retheme to the Pink Panther than just repaint the freaking ride. And it's going to be Accelerator. Now, when you stand at the base of a ride and you take footage of it, and it's a hydraulic launch ride, and I like hydraulic launches, and it's probably my only time in California, and it's closed. That's life. You can't do anything about it, but that's just why that's why it's on this list, because I'm very likely go back vacationing in a spot I've already been to, which is why it's very unfortunate that this ride was closed. It was the only ride that was closed while I was in California, but I'm a hydraulic launch guy, and I'm disappointed that it's closed. So that's why it made the list. Alright, at number 4, we've got Wildfire at Kolmarden. Probably pronounced that wrong. But anyways, this is at a place where if I was going, overseas outside of the US, I might not go to. That's why this is, a bucket list coaster. Because, it looks like a great ride, even though Cannon Coaster Fan says, the pacing is sort of screwy. It still looks like a great ride to me. And I definitely want to go on this ride, but if I make it overseas, it might not be one of the rides I consider doing. But nonetheless, it still made this list. Let's move into the number 3 spot. Alright, coming in at the number 3 spot is the same type of ride that is my number 1. Spoil that right there. My top 20 video should be coming as soon as I can count to 20. But anyways, it is T-Express in South Korea. Or North. I'm pretty sure it's South, honestly. Go ahead, bang me for not doing my research. But anyways, T-Express, it's literally just turn, then airtime hill, and when you watch the POVs, you can just hear the up stomps, like the car's about to come flying off, and that's insane ejector. That's why I really want to do this ride. Now, some of the prefabs are having problems, that's sad. I do think they should build more models of it, but maybe that's the reason why. But anyways, just looks like an absolutely amazing ride. That's why it is on this list. Also, it's a little bit further out than a lot of parks outside the U.S., so I'm not sure if I would be able to make it to get on this ride. Alright, at the top 2, we've got 2 launch coasters. You guys could probably figure out number 1, especially if you've watched Thrill Central's video. But anyways, at the number 2 spot, we've got the Dampa. Now, why? Because everybody says air-powered launches are amazing. When you look at them on paper, and then you compare them to a hydraulic, you're like, that's got to be unmeasurable intensity, which is why I really want to do the Dampa. Watching Rob Alvey's video, even though he overreacts a little bit, it just looks absolutely amazing, which is why I really want to do an air-powered. Now, did they change the top hat to a loop? Yes, and it looked like an ejector-filled top hat, unlike some other Stratas. But I don't know. The air-powered launch just looks awesome, and unfortunately, they removed the one at King's Dominion. So even if I go to King's Dominion, I won't be able to do that. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the number 1 spot. At the number 1 spot, I like hydraulic launches, so you should have been guessed this, but it's Formula Rosa, the world's fastest at the time of making this video. I mean, just watch the POV. It's insane. But here's what's crazy. Stratas go out, just top the drag as an example. It goes 120 up 420 feet. When you're going to make it even faster and then not even make the hill anywhere, that probably could break 500 feet, if we do the proportions. I didn't. I'm just assuming. But, they could have made it taller and then had to do the same ride. But, no fault on them for that. But when you look at the layout of this ride, it looks like it's got some great floater. It sort of looks like Skyrush, the Skyrush layout, by going through it slower. But there's some airtime hills that look very nice at the end. It looks like a number 1 to me. Now, I'm not going to overhype it for myself in case I do, go across seas and do it. But it definitely looks like a good ride. Alright, guys, well, that is my top 5 bucket list coasters. Now, real quick, I'm going to apologize, for the lack of videos, because, the college process is very hard. And mixed with that and schoolwork, it's just been very hard to get videos out. Thank you to all 586 current subscribers who are sticking with me. We are 14 away from 600. And by the way, every time one of you subscribes or comments, my phone lights up and I get a notification and I see it instantly. So go ahead, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.
If you want it, a smooth ride, here's a little surprise, baby, because I am not calibrated, they're a little overrated, everybody's looking at you. Wanna find the piece it, everyone is looking for you. Might as well just find a different crew. And if you want it, a surprise, here's a little advice, baby. Don't go looking for it, everyone will know you're boring. And for sure it's snoring when they're looking at you.